Listen to saying, it is Satan's plan to weaken the faith of God's people in the testimonies. That's number one. It is Satan's plan to weaken the faith of God's people in the testimony. Next, follows skepticism in regard to the valid points of our faith. So once he gets us to give up belief and begin to doubt this, then the next thing he wants to get us to do is to begin to have skepticism about the vital points of our faith. And saints, we have there's a point of our faith that is vital as the heart is to the body. Next follows skepticism in regard to the vital points of our faith, the pillars of our position. The pillars of our position. So first of all, he gets us to give up belief in this. Then the next thing he wants us to give up is the vital points of our faith, the pillars of our position. Next, then doubt as to the Holy Scriptures. First, give up belief in this, then the pillars of our faith, then they begin to doubt the Holy Scriptures. You say, well, that hadn't happened to us. Now, you know what, saints? Like I said, it's a fire. Right here at First Church, Elder C.D. Brooks came several years back and preached a sermon called Barley Glut. Anybody here was at that sermon? There's Brother Tucker was there. The name of the sermon was Barley Glut. Now, I'm sorry, Elder Brooks, I didn't want me to quote this, but he preached it. It's public knowledge, so I got to quote, I got to repeat it. He says when he was in the Joint Conference, he was leaving one day with a colleague that was walking into their car. As they walked, this colleague began to relate to him some things that was going on. Because this particular colleague, his job was a liaison with all the colleges. And this colleague began to tell him that in one of our colleges and universities, that there was not one professor in the religion and theology department that any longer believed in the first 11 chapters of the Bible. No longer believed in the 2300-day prophecy. No longer believed in the year-to-day principle. No longer believed in the virgin birth. And he went on with a long list of things that these professors no longer believed. And these were the ones that were teaching the young men that were going to become your pastors. Are you with me? And that's the reason C.D. Brooks also said that you can't trust a pastor that graduated from the seminary since 1980. Now I'm quoting. That's all I'm doing here. I'm quoting. You can't trust a pastor. You have to be careful of pastors that have graduated since 1980. Have you ever heard of the new theology? Look at it says, when the testimonies which was once believed are doubted and given up, Satan knows the deceived ones will not stop at this, and he redoubles his efforts till he launches them into open rebellion, which becomes incurable and ends in destruction.